Hi guys, this is Dante with Drive and Thrive, and I received a letter a couple of years ago from Geico that was very similar to the one here. This is not the exact letter I received, but the gist of the letter was the same. And it read, in the normal course of business, our company conducts routine policy reviews, etc., etc., etc. The insurance provided by Geico under the policy number is canceled. The usage of your vehicles in a commercial capacity no longer qualifies for coverage under our policy contract. Now, in the letter I received, Geico did not cancel my policy immediately. They gave me until the policy was up, and then I had to renew under uh, a hybrid insurance, which they provide. So, I thought that was an interesting take on how drivers should be insured. For one thing, Uber and Lyft, etc., they provide insurance for us drivers, which I'll talk about in a bit. But I don't know if a lot of drivers out there realize that their personal car insurance is not enough. And since I've received a number of insurance questions lately, I decided that I would go ahead and make this video. So, I saw an interesting blog article about the 10 best insurance companies for Uber drivers, which specifically provide either some sort of hybrid insurance for rideshare drivers, or they just provide commercial coverage. And so let's take a look at this article together, and you're going to learn a bit about uh, the Uber insurance, what Uber offers, and also what other insurance possibilities there are. Now, the article starts off with Uber drivers beware. Standard personal car insurance might not cover you while you're on the clock. And this is important because if you are an Uber driver and something happens, when you go to file insurance, the insurance company might actually deny the claim if you're only using your personal auto insurance. Now, as a backup for that, Uber itself does provide insurance. They provide liability for bodily injury, and they provide car liability. So if you're en route, they have a liability insurance of $1 million and 1 million uninsured, and they have a deductible for a collision and comprehensive of 1K. But Uber requires you to have your own personal insurance. So this is all above and beyond what your own personal insurance would cover. So first, your personal insurance should cover some of this liability. And then any of the insurance that it does not cover, then the Uber insurance policy will go above and beyond that. So, so this is only when you're driving, by the way. Now, if you're not driving, it's all on you. So the article says to ensure adequate protection while driving, it is recommended that drivers explore additional coverage in the form of dedicated rideshare insurance from an independent carrier. So, so this says that Uber car insurance is designed specifically for rideshare drivers, additional protection, personal coverage, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's interesting though that a lot of the insurance companies like Geico, they will not allow your personal insurance to cover the expenses during the actual Uber ride. And if they find out that you're using your personal insurance while you're driving, they will either cancel your insurance or they'll give you a letter stating that you need to get the proper insurance, which is commercial insurance. Now, this article was from Insurify, and they actually do have a free insurance comparison website. So you can get the best comparison. I've never actually used it, but this is where the article is from. So I think that's interesting to note. And here they list the best commercial insurance for Uber and Lyft drivers by their score, which I believe they use as a factor of how much is covered versus how much your insurance will increase. Now, USAA is only for military service members, veterans, and their families. But apparently, this can add as little as $6 per month to your existing personal auto insurance. So if you are a veteran or a family member of a veteran, this could definitely be the way to go because it can save you the most money. So by their rating, this is by far the best insurance that you can get as an Uber driver. The next is something called American Family Insurance. The cost varies. It covers 15 states, but you can get the insurance as an add-on. I believe rideshare auto insurance. So yes, so that's the next step up. It scored a 92, and then my insurance, Geico. They have a hybrid package. At least Geico is the one that's most widely available to all of us. It's available in 41 states plus the District of Columbia. Now, I don't know what the estimated cost increase will be, but it does replace your personal policy. It says rideshare insurance is meant to cover you, anyone living in your home, etc. If you have multiple vehicles, you'll need to continue to have personal auto insurance on the cars. So, and then it goes on to other insurance companies like Erie Insurance, Allstate, Farmers, Safeco. And to round out the top 10 was Travelers. Now, by state, they actually have this interesting thing where you can actually see which states offer which coverage. I'm not going to go through all of them in this video, but I'll provide a link down below. So I think the most important thing to take from this video is if you are driving with only your personal auto insurance, you might want to consider getting commercial insurance as soon as possible. For one, if your insurance company finds out that you are driving with only your personal insurance, they can cancel the coverage. Or if you are involved in an accident, and they will, because then they'll probably will discover that you're an Uber driver, or a Lyft driver, or Postmates driver. They won't actually honor the claim. And this is an interesting thing to worry about because even let's say that you're driving in a non-commercial capacity and you get into an accident and you file an insurance claim and suddenly Geico discovers that you are an Uber driver, they might deny the claim because they might say that your insurance was, you violated the terms of your insurance. So even if you weren't actually on a drive itself, they might deny the claim. So, even though Uber does provide rideshare insurance, it's important for you to go out and get your own commercial insurance, which in the case of Geico will probably be like an extra $20, but it could be more. So I definitely do understand why some people would not want to have commercial insurance, but it is an important thing to note. Now, I had one question in the comments recently about whether the insurance had to be under your name or if someone can simply add your name onto their insurance policy. So, as far as I know, this is what I remember. Uber requires the insurance to be under your name. It needs to be your car because you also have to provide your registration. So if the registration has to be under your name, the insurance should be under your own name. So that's something to consider. So go out, get insurance under your own name, and make sure it's a commercial or hybrid insurance. If you have any questions below, or if I got anything wrong in this video, please leave a comment below. Um, I would love to know what kind of questions you guys have or thoughts that you guys have about this whole um, layered approach to insurance regarding rideshare, if you think it's fair or not. Personally, I'm under the opinion that because Uber and Lyft provides rideshare insurance anyway, that while we drive, we should be using their insurance. But I can understand it from their perspective. They have a lot of drivers out there. And ultimately, it comes down to who pays. And I do think that the driver should have some responsibility to drive safely, etc. So, I don't know. For the most part, I agree with this scheme. I think this is a fair way to do things. And I understand it from the insurance point of view also. If we're out carrying other passengers, we are increasing the liability for the insurance companies. But it was good while it lasted for people to use their own personal auto insurance. Well, please leave me your thoughts and comments, like and subscribe if you like the video. And as always, remember to drive and thrive.